Well, joining us exclusively today on Phoenix TV is Phoenix Captain Kenton Smith. Kenton, welcome to Phoenix TV.
Thanks for having me today.
No problem. Kenton, captain of the team, and captain is a role that you've fulfilled elsewhere previously, isn't it?
Yeah, I was captain of the Charlotte Checkers 3 years back. We had our original captain got hurt for the year, so they needed a replacement. And I was the assistant captain at the time, so obviously they said, "Hey, do you want to be captain?" I said, "Sure." And I enjoy being captain. I like to lead by example. I'm not the most vocal guy in the room, but hopefully my play on the ice shows that I do lead by example.
Like I say, there's different ways of being a captain, and there's the guys who are loud and vociferous, and there's the guys who lead quietly. You put yourself in that bracket.
Definitely quiet, yeah. I can see the Brett Kluches of the world. They're loud. They get the guys going that way, and myself, I just keep quiet. If I have to say something, I'll say it, but I'm not gonna go out there screaming at guys to pick it up. So.
You mentioned the Charlotte Checkers there in the East Coast Hockey League, and you spent a number of years with Charlotte, 5 seasons, I believe it was.
Yeah, 5 years in Charlotte. I was there for the 1 year, then I left, and I came back for 4 more. I really enjoyed it there, and but I thought it was time for a change. The team was struggling for the past few years, and I thought, it's time to try my hand in Europe, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
Was there anything specific about Charlotte? Was it the hockey, or was it just the fact of the climate down in South Carolina?
Growing up in Edmonton, a lot of snow. I'm not a big fan. I could take it at Christmas time. That's about it. So I enjoy it down there. Obviously the weather's nice and golf all year round, pretty much. I enjoy golfing. So yeah, yeah, I love it.
Nice one. Now, you weren't drafted, were you, then, Kenton, when you came out of junior hockey? But you did get called up by an NHL club.
Yeah, my draft year came and went. I didn't get drafted. Not a big deal. I just kept working hard. And then my last year junior, I was fortunate enough to sign a free agent contract with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I was with their organization for 3 years. And I enjoyed my time there. Got some good experience playing in training camp against guys like Vincent Lecavalier and Martin St. Louis and those guys. It's just amazing how good those guys are. And I learned a lot, and it was a good experience.
People talk about the difference between the minor leagues and the NHL. Just how big is the gap?
From the East Coast to the NHL, it's a big gap. You got your superstars. I went to the Dallas Stars camp 1 year and saw Mike Modano, and it was amazing how this guy can skate. I was my jaw was on the ground. I was just like, wow, that is amazing. The difference is there. Even the skill level, the toughness, everything. That's why they're in the NHL. They hone their craft the best way they did, and they're in the NHL because of it.
Now, you're talking about the move to Europe, Kenton, and of course, coming across from North America to Europe, there's all sorts of changes and regulations and rules, and they were a little bit more stringent this year, and that caused a delay in your arrival in the UK. How frustrating was that for you, having to sit at home in Edmonton and wait for the clearance to come?
When I originally got here, I got stopped at the border, and I thought I had all but my documents in order, but obviously I didn't, so I got stuck there, and then they told me I got a week to get my stuff together, but unfortunately things didn't work out, and I had to go back home, and it was frustrating. I wanted to get the season going. I wanted to help out the team, and I knew they were playing 4D. That's tough to do, especially at the beginning of the season when it's a brand new season, and it was frustrating. But the guys did great. They pulled out a victory, I believe, one in Hull, and I forget the other one, but they did great, and it was good to see their response.
And of course, you came to Manchester. You came in and joined a team that's coached by Tony Hand. Before the start of the season, when you looked at the roster and you saw that the player coach was, shall we say, the wrong side of 40, did that give you any preconceptions about what sort of a player Tony might be?
You know what? I played with the guys last year that played over here, and they talked about Tony and how ridiculously skilled the man is, and I've seen it. It's amazing the passes he makes. He's eyes in the back of his head. So yeah, I expected Tony to be a top class player because that's what I heard, and that's what I've seen so far. And he's a great player, a great coach, and it's just been an honor to play with him.
And of course, last night in Hull, Tony achieved something that probably nobody else will do in hockey history. Not even Wayne Gretzky reached 4,000 career points. What was the feeling that went through you and the rest of the guys on the bench when it was announced that Tony had reached that magical figure?
4,000 points. Like you just said, I will never see it again. I will never be part of that again. And it's such a special feeling to see a teammate reach 4,000 points. That's just unheard of, and it's great for him. He deserves it. He's played a long time, and he's done well with it. And I'm proud of him, and hopefully we can get to a few more points this year and years to come.
I guess now, though, that the attention turns back to the league, and now that little bit of a, shall we say, distraction, and a lovely distraction as it was with Tony's record point, now that's over and achieved. Now we can get back to concentrating on the main event, and that's the BMI Baby Elite League, and of course the cup competition's coming up. We've got a tough game coming up against Cardiff tonight, and but we are building a little bit of momentum. 3 wins on the bounce. Hopefully we can make it 4 tonight.
Cardiff, they won last night. I believe they're in Edinburgh 4-1. They got Brad Voth back, their captain. What he's like. He's a big guy. He likes to run around out there. Their D are big D. We just got to compete tonight, and every point counts. They're just below us in the league. I think we have 27. They got 24 points. So tonight is a big swing. It's a 4-point swing, and we need these points to stay up with the top 4 there, to get to the top of the table.
And then of course next weekend it's a tough road trip when the Phoenix go in the air for the first time to Belfast and then fly down to Cardiff for the away game on the Saturday. You looking forward to that road trip?
I heard playing in Belfast, it's a good place to play. Obviously they're a highly skilled team. It'll be a very difficult game, but we just got to play our game, which is work hard, play hard, do whatever it takes to win, and then flying to Cardiff. I think we're flying to Cardiff after another tough game, another team that we need to beat to stay at the top.
Bottom line is, Kenton, at this minute in time, there's no easy games, is there?
Definitely not. December's a big month for us. We got a lot of games coming up, and if we can roll into Christmas on a winning streak, that'd be big.
Kenton Smith, many thanks for joining us exclusively on Phoenix TV, and good luck for the weekend and good luck for the future of the season.
Thank you very much.